Hello everybody, welcome to Snyder's Inc. and today we got video of 5 craziest convict reactions to a life sentence. And we will get right into this, ladies and gentlemen. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, comment stick down below. Let's go.
This is Jaleel Smith Riley in a Cincinnati, Ohio courtroom, who police say confessed to a robbery killing a 20-year-old woman and seriously wounding her boyfriend. Portia Brooks was in her car with her boyfriend Aaron Martin when Smith Riley came up to her car with 2 others looking to rob them. When Smith Riley found out Martin didn't have any cash, he was shot in the head, leaving him with permanent brain damage. Smith Riley...
What type of reaction is that? Listen, you go rob sometimes, and some people to rob you ain't gonna have shit for you. They just ain't gonna have anything. When you rob someone, sometimes it's just they ain't gonna have nothing. You don't get the right to shoot them because of that. You bad choice of who to rob, that's all. Some people just don't have cash on them. You rob me looking for cash, you ain't gonna get cash. It's not my fault you chose a bad person to rob. That's your fault. It's all your fault. It's all your fault.
Riley then shot at Brooks, which killed her 3 days later.
Lord, go back away. This is what I come up with. This is something.
I bet the girl you murdered wanted to go home one day too. I bet the man who had brain damage because of you probably wish he could go home and live life normally too. You made the fucking choice, you idiot, to shoot people. You deserve to rot in prison. There's no sympathy for you. You don't have sympathy. You made the choice.
Somebody that feels genuine remorse.
No, he doesn't. His remorse is that he got caught. That's the remorse. He doesn't have remorse that the person died. He had the remorse because he got caught. Because if he wouldn't have turned himself in the next day, if he would have gone, he wouldn't have turned himself in hours later. Now he would have continued his life robbing more people and probably killing them if they don't have cash. Give me a break.
This is somebody that thinks about this every day.
Oh yeah,
he
boy
knows
does.
that he can't go back in time and undo what he did.
Now Portia Brooks' mother...
That doesn't make him okay. Just because you realize you can't go back in time, fucking teleport style, and undo your stupidity doesn't mean you get to get sympathy. I got none for you, bro. You need to go out in prison. That's what you need to do.
Mother delivers a victim impact statement.
But he killed me mentally, emotionally. He killed my identity as a mother of 3, as a family of 4.
This is now Brooks' sister speaking.
I have to deal with life without Portia, so he should deal with life without parole.
This is moments right before Jaleel Smith Riley gets the news that he will never be allowed to return home again.
Defendant serve a term of life without parole. As to count 4 for the offense of attempted murder.
You deserve that, brother. You deserve that. You deserve that. Full stop.
This is Diana Lovejoy. She used to be married to Greg Mulvihill living in Carlsbad, California. But soon their marriage fell apart and they divorced. After a messy divorce and lots of legal trouble, it ended with the court ordering Diana to pay $120,000 to Greg for his stake in their family house. The court also ordered that she must share custody of their son. Diana became furious about hearing the court orders, so she planned to kill her ex-husband.
Hold on. Let's dissect this here. Being asked to share custody with your husband, who is the father of the kids, is not exactly some sort of unjust. You're telling me that the father of these kids gets to see his kids? And you're telling me he has to see his kids? He doesn't get to do it when I blackmail him into doing it, whenever I want him to do it? No. No, this is unjust. This is unjustified. This is a heinous crime you're committing here. Tyranny, I tell you. Tyranny, Judge. How dare you let the father of his child see his children? How dare you? I don't know the $120,000 thing. I don't know the context of that. That could maybe be seen as crazy. I don't know on that one. But I think you went a little fucking insane and trying to kill your husband here. I don't think it's cinematic. You got put. I don't think it worked.
By teaming up with her boyfriend, Weldon McDavid. Greg was shot in the torso, but luckily the bullet didn't hit his heart, and he survived. Both McDavid and Diana conspired to murder, and the court has sufficient evidence against them.
It's so painful that some people in this world seem to think that I would have it in me to do this.
You are the worst. You are the worst liar I've ever. You are so. You at all. You stop. Just admit. Just admit what you did. And I'm not even saying that because just you are bad at lying. I'm saving you some integrity in your fake lying and your really terrible acting of crying. I'm telling you. Just admit what you did. Just save the acting someone else.
Interestingly, she fainted in court. She lowered her head down toward the defense table for a few seconds.
Verdict. We, the jury, find the defendant, Diana Jean Lovejoy, guilty of the crime of an attempted murder of Greg Mulvihill.
And right when you hear guilty, you hear a thud.
Guilty of the crime of conspiracy to commit murder.
It silenced the courtroom, aside from hearing her family cry in the background.
We're gonna need to take a break.
She wanted to keep the acting going. She wanted to work on her acting skills while in the courtroom. Now she's faking passing out. This is a great skill she has picked up here. I'm very she's trying. She's really trying. I give her that. She's putting all of her, putting 100% into this acting gig. She's trying here.
She then is brought onto the floor. And when medics bring her out, she still appears to be passed out. But doctors later found out she had only fainted. Weldon...
I knew it! I see that immediately. I knew she faked in immediately. I mean, you're talking about... I picked up the acting. I'm a master of picking up acting skills. I can't act with the shit, but I can tell you if someone's acting. I picked it up here. You know what I'm saying? I'm good at... I'm good at this. I'm not good at talking, apparently, because I'm just murmuring a bunch of fucking nonsense, but... You know what I mean.
Weldon McDavid received 50 years to life in prison because he was the one that pulled the trigger.
Fair.
And Diana was sentenced to 26 years to life in prison.
That's, I guess, a bit fair. She did not shoot him. The guy did, so the guy gets a harsher sentence, but the girl pretty much would have if he didn't, I feel. So, 26 to life was still a good sentence, but hopefully she gets the life part.
This is Seth Welch and Tatiana Fusaro.
Oh my god, it's my two favorites! We got my favorite of all time. My favorite reaction of all time on here is this dude. It's always gonna be Seth Welch because his stupid reaction when he's given a life sentence because he damn well knows he should have gotten what he gotten, but yet for somehow he's in disbelief, couldn't have fathomed it, in just shock.
A religious farming couple living in Cedar Springs, Michigan, and they are charged with murder of
Yep.
their 10-month-old girl, Mary Welch.
Yep.
Reportedly, they told police they noticed the baby was skinny and underweight, but did not seek medical attention because of their religious beliefs and mistrust of medicine and the government. This is the 911 call.
I will still always say, to this day, will admit it to my thing, what religion do these two believe in that made them unable to get their sick daughter help? I don't think a religion exists where it is forbidden that if someone is sick and close to death, that you just leave them and not do anything. Pretty sure no religion will condone that. That makes you just heinous people. Especially if it's a child. I can't see it, that being the thing. Except, these two are fucked up, and these two, I'm glad, are still getting life in prison without ever getting out again.
Of the father when he reportedly found his child dead.
How long ago did you find your child? It's about an hour and a half. I was waiting. I called my lawyer first thing to ask, what's the next thing I could do.
This is always the stupidest part of that whole 911 call. You called your lawyer first. You found your child unresponsive or dead at this point and went, wonder what my lawyer should say I should do. Maybe my lawyer will tell me to cover it up. I don't know what the fuck he thought was gonna happen here.
So you found the child an hour and a half ago? Yeah. And called your lawyer first, correct? Yes. Okay. When was the last time you had contact with the child? Last night, yesterday afternoon, about 3 p.m. She goes to bed, and, that was that. Okay, so you put her to bed yesterday at 3 p.m.? Yeah, and then this morning at like 10. So you're saying it's normal for your children to sleep from around 3 p.m. till 10 a.m.? Usually about 9:30, yeah. And you said when you found her, she was already believed to be deceased, right? Yes. And that's when you consulted with a lawyer? Yep. Do you believe she was beyond help already? Oh yeah, she was dead at the door.
I hate that line so much. She was dead as a doornail. I am so glad these two got sentenced to life. Neither of these two. This fucking guy's a... I love the guy's reaction, but he's a complete prick. Does not deserve at all to be around people. There's so much wrong with this. You can hear the dispatcher's disgust at him, and can't blame him. I wouldn't be able to be professional there at all.
Soon after, the autopsy revealed that the cause of death was malnutrition and dehydration due to neglect by the adult caregivers. And this is the moment they realize they will be spending the rest of their life behind bars.
That you're both charged with what they call felony murder, while in the perpetration or attempted perpetration of child abuse in the first degree, they're alleging that you murdered one Mary Welch. That is a charge called homicide felony murder. It is life without parole. It requires a DNA...
It's still a guy's in disbelief. He never would have guessed that him leaving his child, neglecting his child, and the child dying as a result would lead to life in prison. He thought he'd just get slapped on the wrist, apparently. Fucking, his shocked face is just, it's special. It's a special type of reaction.
Sample to be taken upon arrest, which is often like a cotton swab or in the inside of your cheek. The second offense that you're both charged with is called child abuse in the first degree, where they're alleging you knowingly or intentionally caused serious physical harm to a child. They're talking about this Mary Welch. It is a felony, possible penalty of up to life imprisonment or any term of years less than life.
That reaction will always just... I don't know anything that can top that dude's reaction. He just is unable to come to terms with what has happened, and it's... Oh, it's beautiful. It is one of my favorite reactions that has appeared.
This is Ryan Stone, a Colorado man that went on a crime spree that spanned 5 counties and was broadcasted live by a news station's helicopter. Stone was convicted of carjacking 3 vehicles, including one with a 4-year-old inside the SUV. Authorities said when Stone sped away, he led police on a chase at speeds over 100 miles per hour. If we rewind here, you can just barely see a vehicle that Stone was driving clipping a trooper with the Colorado State Patrol as he was trying to play stop sticks. He ended up with serious injuries. You see Stone pull out another victim from their vehicle and drive off.
This is a legitimate, walking, talking, real-life GTA police chase. This is a GTA Grand Theft Auto police chase. This is insanity. Oh, and this is the guy. I remember this guy. Now, this is the guy who got on video while he was recording his phone call, said that he was going to sue a news network, a news channel, because because they used his likeness, so he thinks he should get a cut of that. which is fucking still hilarious to me. But this guy actually had the gall to think that he could have sued that network. I wish he still did. He would have lost so quickly. It would have been amazing.
He heads right into a busy intersection.
BAM!
And now, the chase is on foot. He books it off the road into a parking lot, running in between two buildings. As he slips on the ice, he loses his jacket. Now there's just a fence in his way, but nope, it's too high. Cops now close in and he finally surrenders. Stone is now in the county jail, but he believes he should be getting paid for his internet fame.
Yep.
While bragging to his friend.
This is incredible. This is the gall on this man. The gall on this man to say this. But my favorite part, the part that makes it even more worse, is that this guy has the gall then afterwards to be like, you know what, I was on drugs the entire time. I was on drugs when I think I was on drugs in prison. I was on drugs in a never-ending drug thing until this exact moment when I'm speaking to you right now, Judge, before you sentenced me to life. Suddenly the drugs just wore off and I came to realization.
It's about the high-speed chase.
Hey, did you know I made the news in the UK and Australia? What? Yeah, you get paid by YouTube. So, Channel 7 News, I believe, is going to be the one that gets paid for that. Well, I'm going to contact Channel 7 News. I want to get paid.
The gall on this mother... I would love to know Channel 7 News' response to this. They probably were just like, oh yeah. This guy... Oh, probably laughed. They actually laughed. They were just like, oh, this guy wants to get paid, does he? Yeah, okay. Well, when he gets out of his life sentence, we'll have a conversation.
You guys are getting paid using my name and my video footage.
During his opportunity to address the court about the recordings in jail, Stone blames it on emotional stress and the use of drugs.
We are going through trial after that. It was a week and a half trial. Extremely stressful. One of the phone calls about seeming like I was bragging about making international news, this, that, and the other. That was within the first week of being arrested. Still coming off of drugs.
Stone?
You deserve to... I'm sorry, he deserves, like, there is no... This guy's an absolute fucking dipshit and deserves... Just deserved to go to jail.
Was convicted of 18 charges, including attempted manslaughter, child abuse, and assault. Then, the judge sentenced him to 160 years in prison.
It's not the term life, but my man ain't living now, and we all know it.
This is Esteban Carpio. The police were questioning him for the stabbing of an 85-year-old woman in Rhode Island. In the interview room was Carpio and two detectives. One of the detectives left the room to get water for Carpio, leaving just him and Detective Sergeant James Allen in the room. Carpio grabbed Allen's gun and then shot him twice, killing him. He then jumped out of a window which was 3 stories high and made a run for it, but was apprehended just 45 minutes later. At his arraignment, Carpio came in wearing a mask designed to stop the offender from spitting and biting at others. With also his face being in rough shape, it stunned the courtroom. It wasn't so much Carpio with the shocking reaction, more so his family members, making accusations of police brutality.
I mean, hold on, listen, let's be straight, right? Let's be real. Let's be shoot here. Let's shoot from the hip. Let's be real here. That is 100% police brutality. That is 100%. There was no. What did he do? He tripped and fell. What did he do? How does that happen? That wasn't caused from him running, because he wasn't healed by that point. This is caused by police whooping this fucker's ass. There's no way that is 100% police brutality. I'm not saying they'd be pissed off. This man shot without thinking twice. Shot at one of their detectives, one of the co. So I understand their frustration. You cannot argue with me though that was not police brutality.
Step off.
It's police brutality.
It totally is.
He was mentally ill, and he needed help, and we couldn't get it. We tried and tried.
Listen. I'm not arguing with police brutality. You don't get to just justify his what he did. He unjustly just decided to shoot a detective twice after stabbing a person. he has to go to jail. Him walking in there, though, with bruised up face looking like insanity, that is caused by police brutality. No other thought.
And he didn't deserve this.
An FBI investigation concluded that the police did not use excessive force.
I don't believe you. I don't believe you. There is no way that was... What? I need to know then your reasoning. What happened to his face then? What did you say happened to his face?
And that Carpio's injuries were sustained due to his jump from the 3rd floor of a building and struggle with law enforcement.
Every day I face the...
I need to know then how long after that him jumping out of the window was he taken into court. Because court usually isn't like the next fucking day, and that's what that injury seems like. I don't know on that one.
Asking what I did and what happened.
He was sentenced to life in prison without parole.
I'm not shocked by that. But ladies and gentlemen, that is it for this reaction video. Let me know what you think in the comments. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Thank y'all for watching. I'll see y'all for the next one.